your metabolism protect kidney, liver, lungs. Do like and subscribe. This channel you support needed metabolic transformation. Most waste and toxins are not in a form that can be simply excreted. The primary role of metabolism is to chemically transform them into forms that are less toxic, easily dissolved in water, water-soluble, so they can be carried away in the bloodstream and excreted via urine or bile. This transformation is largely carried out by specialized enzymes in a series of steps. The liver, the body's central detoxification and chemical processing plant. The liver is the undisputed champion of metabolic detoxification. Almost every substance absorbed from the gut passes through the liver first pass metabolism. Its job is to decide what to use, what to store, what to transform, and what to send out for disposal. Phase 1. Activation, the unpacking phase. Process. Enzymes, primarily the cytochrome P450 family, perform initial reactions like oxidation, reduction, and hydrolysis. They unpack the toxin by adding or exposing a reactive group. Purpose: to make the molecule ready for Phase 2. Important note: sometimes Phase 1 can create intermediates that are more toxic than the original substance, e.g., converting alcohol to acetaldehyde. This is why Phase 2 is critical. Example: alcohol metabolism. Phase 1. Alcohol, acetaldehyde, a highly toxic and carcinogenic compound, via the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase. Phase 2. Acetaldehyde, acetate, a harmless substance, via the enzyme aldehyde dehydrogenase. The acetate is then further broken down for energy or excreted. Phase 2. Conjugation, the packaging for disposal phase. Process: enzymes attach a water-soluble tag, a conjugate, to the activated toxin from Phase 1. Common tags include glucuronic acid, sulfate, or glutathione. Purpose: this step neutralizes the toxin and makes it water-soluble, allowing it to be dissolved in the blood and bile for easy excretion. Example: bilirubin excretion, from broken-down red blood cells. 1. Raw bilirubin is fat-soluble and toxic to the brain. 1. In the liver, it undergoes Phase 2 conjugation with glucuronic acid. 1. It becomes conjugated bilirubin, which is water-soluble, non-toxic, and ready for excretion in bile. Phase 3. Elimination, the shipping out phase. Process: the conjugated water-soluble products are actively transported out of liver cells. Destination 1. Into the bile, to the intestines, excreted in feces. This is the primary route for large conjugated molecules like bilirubin. Destination 2. Into the bloodstream, to the kidneys, excreted in urine. This is the route for smaller water-soluble compounds. How this protects the liver's health. The liver's own health depends on a balance between Phase 1 and Phase 2. If Phase 1 is hyperactive and Phase 2 is sluggish, toxic intermediates build up, causing oxidative stress and damaging liver cells. This is a key mechanism in alcohol-induced liver cirrhosis and drug-induced liver injury. A healthy metabolism ensures these phases are synchronized. The kidneys, the body's sophisticated filtration and waste excretion plant. The kidneys rely entirely on the liver's metabolic work. Their role is not to chemically transform toxins, but to filter the blood and selectively excrete the waste products the liver has prepared. The metabolic kidney partnership in 3 steps. Step 1. Filtration at the glomerulus. Blood pressure forces water and small solutes, including metabolic wastes like urea, creatinine, and liver-conjugated toxins, out of the blood and into the kidney's tubules. Large molecules like proteins and blood cells are kept in the blood. Step 2. Reabsorption in the renal tubules. The kidneys metabolically reabsorb essential substances the body needs. 99% of water, almost all sugars, glucose, and essential ions, sodium, potassium, chloride. This is a highly active process requiring energy, ATP. Step 3. Secretion, active dumping into urine. This is a crucial step for fine-tuning. The tubules actively secrete additional specific waste products, drugs, and excess ions, like H+ ions for acid-base balance, from the blood directly into the urine. This is how the body quickly removes substances like penicillin or regulated compounds like potassium. Key metabolic waste products. Handled by the kidneys. Urea, the main nitrogenous waste from protein amino acid catabolism. The liver converts toxic ammonia into less toxic urea, which the kidneys then filter out. Creatinine, a waste product from the constant breakdown of creatine phosphate in muscles. Its level in blood is a direct measure of kidney function. Uric acid, a waste product from the breakdown of purines, from DNA, RNA, and certain foods. How this protects the kidney's health. If the liver fails to detoxify substances, more toxic molecules reach the kidneys, causing direct damage to the delicate filtration structures. Furthermore, if blood sugar, glucose, is chronically high, due to faulty carbohydrate metabolism in diabetes, it can overwhelm the kidney's reabsorption capacity, leading to glycosuria and, over time, diabetic kidney disease. Proper systemic metabolism is essential for kidney protection. The lungs, the gas exchange and volatile waste station. The lungs' role in waste elimination is more direct, but equally vital. They handle the waste products of cellular respiration. The metabolic lung partnership. Primary waste product, carbon dioxide, CO2. Source, CO2 is the end product of the most fundamental catabolic process, the citric acid cycle, Krebs cycle, where glucose, fats, and proteins are ultimately oxidized for energy inside mitochondria. Transport. CO2 diffuses from cells into the blood. It is transported in the blood in 3 forms: dissolved in plasma, 7%, bound to hemoglobin, 23%, as bicarbonate ion, HCO3, 70%. The conversion of CO2 to bicarbonate is a crucial metabolic reaction catalyzed by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase in red blood cells. This is central to the blood's acid-base pH balance. Excretion. In the lungs' alveoli, the process reverses. CO2 diffuses from the blood into the air sacs and is exhaled. Other volatile substances. The lungs also excrete small amounts of other volatile metabolic byproducts, such as acetone, on the breath of someone with uncontrolled diabetes or during fasting, and trace amounts of other compounds from food, like garlic or alcohol. How this protects the lungs' health. The lungs themselves have a metabolic defense system. Cells in the lung lining contain phase 1 and phase 2 enzymes to detoxify inhaled pollutants and toxins before they can cause damage, e.g., neutralizing compounds in cigarette smoke. If this local metabolic capacity is overwhelmed, it leads to oxidative stress and diseases like COPD and cancer. Practical tips for an organ-healthy diet. Beyond specific foods, here are some overarching principles to guide your eating habits. Focus on whole foods. Build your diet around fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Limit processed foods, which are often high in unhealthy fats, added sugars, and sodium. Stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is crucial. It can briefly boost metabolism and is essential for all organ functions. For liver health, you can make hydration more enjoyable with fruit-infused water or sparkling water. Choose healthy fats. Include sources of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats in your diet, such as those from olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish. These help reduce inflammation and support organ health, while it's best to limit saturated and trans fats found in red meat and processed snacks. Be mindful of kidney-specific needs. If you have existing kidney issues, your dietary needs can be more specific. It's important to work with a healthcare professional or dietitian to determine the right balance of protein, potassium, and phosphorus for you. Combine diet with exercise. For boosting metabolism, strength training is particularly effective as it builds muscle mass. which burns more calories at rest than fat. In conclusion, metabolism is the silent, complex chemistry that keeps our internal environment clean. The liver acts as the master chemist, the kidneys as the precision filtration plant, and the lungs as the gas exhaust system. Their health is inextricably linked to the smooth, efficient, and balanced functioning of these metabolic pathways.